Why you wanna try? Yeah, 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 yeah. Why you wanna try? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God! Hey, y'all, where y'all been? Where y'all been? Where y'all been? I feel like it's a little bit gray because we are in that great polarization of Portland, right? Where it can be 80 degrees one day and then 60 degrees the next day. Anyway, where have y'all been? Where have y'all been? Welcome back to Reality Imbalance. So I already got my stretch um, this morning, right? At my crib and all. It is so gray and it'll probably clear up a little bit. The time is 8 something or another Pacific Standard Time, right? And yeah, it's kind of gray. It is going to clear up a lot later on, like it normally does. Okay. Because that's what it is about being in Portland. Like the weather is matches some of the people. Very indifferent. So right now it's a little bit of raining and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to get up to like 65 degrees today, y'all. Come on in, sub up the channel, like the live. All right, realityimbalance.com if you want to know more about me and my life's journey up until now, right? Because I've been blogging, been writing, right? Been researching for almost about 10 years now. And I was just reflecting earlier, like 10 years is really not that long. There's people that has been journeying, reflecting, analyzing, um, introspecting for like 20 to 30 years. So I'm basically just getting started, still getting started. And I'm enjoying every mission of it, mainly because health is intact. Health is attached to wealth, right? I've always been an upbeat individual person, like outside of what I have seen in my environment or where I was, have always been optimistic, have always been grounded. So I am giving gratitude and ashe today, y'all. Like I said, we already did our stretches today, and I'm gonna spend like a couple minutes with y'all, see what you up to today on this fine Tuesday. In about a week or so is going to be my birthday. This week, I'm getting ready to graduate. Okay. Excited because of life, not because of the celebrations, just because I get the opportunity to wake up and still be healthy. Wake up and still be healthy in every aspects of my life, being able to wake up with some raspberries, blueberries, all of that good stuff. Why does this come up? Hold on one second, y'all. Why you wanna try me? So gratitude. Listen, I don't know, I can't get the lighting just right, but anyway, who cares? You probably don't remember, but this like information had came to me a couple days ago, when some people used to say when television first had came out, when it first premiered, right? Outside of radio, the first broadcasting and the first TV shows, when necessarily I hear like the dad formation in my brain when they're like, the TV will rot your brain. Have y'all ever heard that? Television will rot your brain. The things that you watch doesn't give you the reciprocity of health is wealth, okay? For some reason, that just like kicked in earlier today and last night. Like, TV will rot your brain. So you have to conceptualize that and think about it today, even about what you're looking at on social media. What is your operation? What is your framing on social media? because everything is a box, right? Everything has a frame within this box. Whatever you're paying attention to is so much in tune to your outside reality. How we scroll up and down on timelines, right? Trying to find some form of entertainment. And believe me, I had to catch myself too, like, but I put a limit on entertainment, and more on my purpose in life. So I'm thinking, like, why are we scrolling so often? Why do we need to scroll? Why? Why? When it's you that you need to be scrolling on to? When it's you that you need to be connecting to, right? Because other than that, this stuff out here, this entertainment that does not give back to you, literally rot your brain. But only that, it rottens your existence. It rottens your purpose. TV will rot your brain. Social media will rot your brain. My main goal on here was to come on and just to talk about how the things that we watch for entertainment, does it give you value? This is like the things that I be thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Does it give you value? Is it giving something back to you? Or are you here for the clicks, for the profile of the individual or the profile of their life? Like, are you, you know what I'm saying, watching these things to be nosy? Oh, what are they going to? Aha, I'm gonna laugh at them. Aha, they're not doing nothing. Aha, look at them. Aha, kind of thing. Or are we viewing things that gives us value in our day-to-day life, right? You have to know this, okay? The things that we pay the most attention to brings us value, or it devalues our purpose. Like I said, I'm guilty of this too. Like, that's why I had to, you know, like most individuals go through their subs. Get rid of. Because I'm like, well, damn. Am I that nosy person, individual too, who's just watching to laugh? Ah, look at their light-skinned child. Ah, look at them, they're living in their car. Ah, you know what I'm saying? I really have to check myself. Like, is this the type of reality where I'm just judgmental on people on social media? Or do these people really have something, some value to give back? So I had to clean up my algorithms, which I do every stage and level in my life. I be cleaning up the algorithms, okay? So the message is here basically, why are we watching these things? Are we laughing? Are we really giving deep insight to the things that we are putting inside of our mind's eye, into our soul, into our day-to-day purpose in life? Are we really here for the profile of the individual? There's a lot of people, and it's always going to be this way, who are on here for the likes of the profile of the person. You know, there's a lot of lonely people out here, right? They don't have, you know, certain individuals that look a certain way that they can, you know, reach out and give a like to right away. So they be watching people who look like their best, you know what I'm saying? But you're only watching them for how they look. Baby, when I was born out of the womb, I look good. So that's why I don't give in to the whole what a person looks like. I'm so into what is your purpose? What is your value in life? What do you bring to your environment, to your community? I've always been that way. Like, what? That's why I've always been able to operate and have several different groups of friends, because I'll be working inside and outside at the same time. That's for another story. So my message on here, right, is quick. It's quick because I'm a, you know, I'll be moving, I'll be grooving around. All right. We're going to get back into like some longer live streams when I get an option to do that. I was thinking about just like in my little studio place. I have a studio for my yoga and my exercise things. I'm just probably streaming there, but I have to get my mind into doing that. But my main goal and mission was to come on here is to, not to say to be careful, just to be vigilant and aware of the things that you're scrolling on. Because it literally rots your brain. Instill the things in your life that's going to bring you value, that's going to bring you upliftment, that's going to bring you purpose. Anything that you're watching that you're judgmental on, like, oh, they look good, or oh, they look bad, and that's the only reason why you are watching them is because of how they look, tells the story of your reality right now, in your past, in your current, and your future. Okay? You have to know this. This is how you are promoting your environment with the judgmental thoughts on by the things that you see that you continue to watch. Like how so many people be like, hey, watching, not on here, but on other channels, I see people be writing on their community tab, like, if you don't like me, then why are you watching me? Right? That's what one young lady was saying the other day on her community tab. And I'm like, because people have nothing else to do besides hate watch, right? Because generally they truly hate themselves. Because why would you watch something or someone that you don't like, that you don't even like, that does not give you any value? It's just giving you like this self moment, minute maid, microwave gratification. And that only takes you so far right now, in your past and in your future. This acts of self-gratification, like picking people apart that you'll never meet in your life. Y'all, fill up your algorithms with people who give you, or individuals or cats or spirits, right, that gives you value. Okay? If that, then be like the scientist, like be the social scientist, or be the psychologist, right? Be the individual who's able to look and perceive these things that you're watching, right, for study basis. Some in my eye. Other than that, why are you watching stuff that you get to laugh and you get to point at, or you get to judge and say, oh yeah, they look good, but what true value are they bringing to your life, into the system? realityandbalance.com. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Like I said, graduating this week, birthday next week. Anyway, I'm just excited on a day-to-day basis. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.